The reality is simple: Warriors are facing the death of a dynasty. The two-time defending champions ran into a buzzsaw Friday night in what could be the last game played at Oracle Arena, getting blitzed in the third quarter. TOA. One game away from one of the greatest dynasties hitting an unexpected end in the most unexpected fashion, as the Toronto Raptors look stronger and more confident with every game as this series progresses. A series that could end Monday night across the border. Is this what the death of a dynasty looks like? You look up and all of a sudden, all a team has to live on to keep themselves from throwing in the towel is "we've done it before," a mantra everyone from the top down said after that gave the Raptors a 3-1 NBA Finals series lead. When Kobe Bryant's Lakers went down in flames in 2011, it was to a Dallas Mavericks team, the eventual champion, that had more years of failure than triumph, something that was leaned upon well into the series clinching, whipping in Game 4 in Dallas. LeBron James' Miami Heat team looked poised for a third straight title when a determined group in San Antonio, featuring Leonard, made quick work of them in 2014, when we all believed they were clicking on all cylinders. The bad boy Pistons and Showtime Lakers all faced similar fates, the right team at the right time deciding to show no mercy. In our locker room we're talking about believing. Everybody out there believes that we can get this done, Warriors guard Stephen Curry said. We got to. They've done it against James and his band of role players. They've squeezed James. They haven't done it against this type of team, led by an indestructible Leonard and a group of interchangeable parts looking for the most minute weakness. When dynasties fall, it usually happens with no fair warning, even if the signs are blaring. With the snap of a finger. Is it the years of playoff series seemingly catching up to them at once, going from Leonard possibly sending Oracle to the dark forever? The Warriors have all. Sometimes they've won in spite of themselves, dancing with danger as the margin for error got slimmer and slimmer even after Durant made them unbeatable. There was always we're gonna make them play defense, and they don't like doing that, a Raptors staffer said before the series. They play in spurts. It was the Raptors who brought suffocating defense, hanging tough through the emotional runs the Warriors used to bury opponents. And it was the Warriors were on their heels the rest of the night, playing with a champion's spirit. But it takes more than. They needed Durant more. When Andre Iguodala showed his age and DeMarcus Cousins looked like a man rehabbing from 2 injuries, Achilles and quad and struggling against the savvy Marc Gasol. I thought they just took it to us right from the beginning of the quarter, Warriors coach Steve Kerr said. Kahi hit 2-3. If the Warriors take a long look at the film between now and Game 5, they'll see something eerily familiar in their opponents that will likely produce a sense of respect regardless of the outcome. The Raptors took advantage of every mismatch and every erroneous switch on defense, and even Kyle Lowry's pedestrian stat line produced key plays when the Raptors started to pull away. Seems like every game it's somebody else, Draymond Green said. Danny, Golden State's ills usually trace back to lethargy, a lack of intensity that derives from arrogance. With Green diving, in fact, if there were any arrogance, it came from anyone but the players. Sitting Klay Thompson desperately wanted to play but was overruled by the staff, as Kerr repeatedly said, it's a long series, to justify keeping a critical player out of a critical game to protect him. It may be a short series unless something miraculous happens in 72 hours. While Kerr's approach is admirable, it's certainly going to be a topic for scrutiny, considering Curry didn't have the same energy following his 47-point masterpiece in Game 3, a performance that took 43 minutes and so much out of the two-time MVP. The Warriors can survive without one MVP. They can't do it without. Cody's numbers: 27 points, 6 assists ended up looking serviceable, but his stamp on the game wasn't there. The Raptors didn't. They have been aggressive all series and trying to take space away from me and Klay, Curry said. I missed some shots. Curry needed anybody, to help him 2 nights ago. On Friday, the ball moves, and Steph, as one of the great off-ball cutters in the league, can play on and off the ball, Kerr said. And so we're trying. At the end of a process they've delivered so many times, Green summed it up best. Oh, this sucks. It sucks really bad. Related slideshow. Best of the 2019 NBA Finals provided by Iman. More from Yahoo Sports.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.